Nothing on TV anyway, right? Please like and subscribe if this is your thing. And again, please verify your own reloading data. I can't be trusted. At least that's what my wife says. Again, we're going to test my buddy Mike's Mossberg MVP. H4895, 50 and 55 degree Vmax, and some N133 50 grain Vmax testing. So pretty slick little rifle. I almost bought one of these myself, actually, before I started building mine. Part of the package, I believe it comes with that bipod and a scope. I'm not sure if Mike liked the scope. He swapped it out, but you see the engraving on the stock here, and I believe it's got pillars in it, so, and free-floated barrel. So slick little setup. You get a good look here at the AR mag in there. This was one of the reasons why I wanted to buy it. Fluted bolt, and Mike's ex-military. You're going to see some stuff in the background there. But here are the specs that I put for you for this rifle. It's got an adjustable trigger. We left it the factory setting. I think we could have shrunk those groups if we would have played with the trigger pressure. But 24-inch barrel. Now you can see the difference with the Hornady Vmax and Zmax. It's just part of the zombie craze and those green tips, right? So we had some 50 grain Remington factory stuff, so why not test it, see what we're doing here. 1.729, so nothing to write home about there. On to N133. Mike had a partial pound given to him, so we thought we'd test it. And we start off here with 23.3 grains. Where the testing came from, I have no idea. 3,208 feet per second. It's just basically something that we tried, right? 2.328 MOA, so that didn't go the right way. But whatever, let's go through the next round here and see how we do. 3,233 feet per second at 23.5 grains. Loaded again at mag length, 1.392. So we've beat that little Remington factory stuff. And on to the next group here. I believe the next one is 23.7 grains. And I think this was Mike's best one, 3,259 feet per second. So that thing's howling. 0.869 MOA. So if we were going to go with the N133 stuff, I think this would be the round that we do for Mike's rifle. And then on to some H4895 50 grain Hornady Zmax testing. And go through this little ladder here. 25.3 grains at 3,319 feet per second. And right off the bat, 1.015 MOA. So take that flyer out of the picture. That would have been a pretty slick group too. Nothing wrong with that though. Shot this the next day, or a couple days down the line, right? 1.211 MOA. Just to be consistent, shoot these things twice just to see how we're doing here, because I think this is stuff we're kind of going to go with. On the 50s, 25.5, 3,346 feet per second, 0.671 MOA. So I believe this would be the winner for Mike here, if this is what we're going to go with. And down the line, 0.813 MOA. Probably shot it a couple days later, right? But very consistent. 25.7 grains. Thought we'd give this a go as well. 3,374 feet per second, 1.01 MOA. Not bad. This rifle seems to be producing with just about anything we try. And he shot it again the next day, and it was basically very comparable to what he did a couple days before. 25.9 grains, 3,402 feet per second, so those little 50s are moving. And let's see what we've got here, 0.865 MOA. So this was also one he could have went with, so I think we underlined both for him. And we've got 1.242. Take that other flyer out of the picture, though. That's another 0.8 round group. H4895, the next batch of testing in the 55s. So what if you can't get 50s then? Try it with the 55s, right? 24.7 grains, and we're at 3,205 feet per second. And it started off with 0.826, so nothing wrong with that. We'll play with that trigger a little bit, and we'll see if we can squeeze it down. 24.8 grains was the next little bit of testing here. And we've got 1.135 MOA. So this thing constantly hovers around that MOA mark. It's a pretty slick little rifle. 24.9 grains, 3,231 feet per second, 55 grain bullets. Again, this rifle is right out of the store. So 1.156 MOA. So it's a pretty decent shooter. I'm liking this thing. Yeah, we've got a bunch of other stuff coming here. 25 grains, 3,245 feet per second, and 1.144. So it's always around the 1 MOA mark. You know, you pick the right load and you can squeeze her down a little bit. 25.2, 3,271 feet per second. Getting up there in our pressures, it's starting to warn you about it, right? 1.211 MOA. Again, let's say consistently around the 1 MOA mark. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. We're going to finish off testing with these rifles, but we're going to get into all kinds of new stuff. We're going to cast some lead buckshot and slugs, reload that up. Got some 3855 coming. Mike's going to test his rifle out, maybe some 7.62 by 39, 38 special. We're going to reload all this stuff up and see if we can find our honey loads. See if we can at least entertain you a bit.